Hello and welcome to this Terragon.de tutorial where we want to see how to make a video and insert a 3D object, like a poser object for example, and we will combine that all in Cinema 4D and we will export to After Effects and have a look how it looks like in the end. And the most important part in this tutorial is the VooDoo 3D motion tracking that can be downloaded for free, and I have prepared a video that we can see here. I show here a bike and here is a sofa, and on the sofa there will be a figure that will walk around here, and like you can see, it's sometimes sharp and sometimes not so sharp, and we will see how to deal with that later. I hope it works. So we can close this and we can bring up the VooDoo motion tracking. That looks like this. And the first thing we can see is that we can open only a sequence, and the sequence will be a TARGA TGA sequence that we have to generate first out of our video here. So we will make a new folder, call it TGA Sequence, and we will bring up After Effects, import our video here in After Effects. And then we can edit the render settings, and we will choose here in format TARGA sequence or TGA sequence. Okay, leave the rest as it is, and then we need to define our directory, and we will save it into the TGA sequence. Name it like this and click render. So depending on your computer speed and the length of your sequence, it will take some time, so I make a break. Now we're done, and we will check our TGA sequence here, and we see, okay, we have many TARGA files. That was all for After Effects at the moment. We can quit, we don't need to save, but now we can bring up our VooDoo camera tracker again. Where we can open sequence, and here we have the select sequence, browse, and go to this folder. Wait a second. Yeah, where we select one, and he will automatically add the folder here. And he recognized how many frames we want to import. It's not interlaced, and we can select the type of footage that the type of movement we do in the video, and we can choose if the camera is on a tripod or if the camera is in my hands and has a free movement. So we can check the free move. Click OK, and here we can see our footage. So this part now will take longer, and I can just start the tracking now. And we can see here, okay, what is it doing? It is analyzing the picture, grabs some points here where you can recognize how the picture moves. And here he is calculating, and we can see, okay, this will take a long time, depending on your computer speed. So my computer is not the fastest, so I will just make a break here and see you later in a few hours. So we're back 1 hour later, and we tracked the whole scene, and now we can click File, Save, and it's important to save as a Lightwave 3D file. What we want to do now, and I will name it Lightwave 3D tracking data. Save it into the TGA Sequence folder. Export all. So you will export all the frames. Not all the frames, all the points he generated here in the picture. And hit OK. So now we can go into our TGA Sequence folder, and we have generated a text file that we can open with the editor. And we can see here all the information he just calculated, and we can see here it's a 700 kilobytes, nearly 1 megabyte data, only text. Okay, so now we can close VooDoo, and we can go back here and open Cinema 4D, and we will save our Cinema 4D file into the same folder. Tracking main file. Save it. And now we can import in our Lightwave 3D file just generated. Double click. We can maybe let the factor as it is. That is important if you import the poser file, but I hope it will be correct to let it as it is. Just hit OK, and we can see here our points that are generated from VooDoo, and I will scale the time here. And if we go like this, we can see, oh, okay, the camera is moving. And we can change the camera view to our generated camera. And if we go here, we will see, oh, okay, very nice. This is our bicycle, this is wheel, this has a back wheel, and filming on. Here is the sofa, here is the back wheel again. Ah, he stops there. Yeah, that seems to be an error in the VooDoo program that only generated 349 frames for the animation, and the last frames he did not get the camera tracking. So we will only focus here on the first part, so I have to let the figure walk onto the bike and not onto the sofa. So we will see later. So now we can focus on our animation here, and we have to add the background, and we can edit the render settings into 1000, 22 the HD resolution, full HD. And now we have to create a new material. And this new material should have the color. We have to add our animation here. That can be our TARGA sequence. Nope, we don't want to copy the pictures. And now we can click on this image here and see the details. Go to animation, click calculate, and so we see here that he has entered the frame rate and the amount of pictures. So we're done here in the material, and we will drag our material onto the background. And we can see here, okay, he has inserted the background animation, and we see, okay, that looks quite good. The points will move with the bike here, and that will work for our 350 frames. Quite good. Oh, we can see some things changing here. Okay. Yes, looks good so far. So we can stop. Okay, so I prepared in Poser a little figure. I will show you here, 1 second. Here, right size. And I made a hanging woman that has an animation inside, animation with 350 frames, so that she will move a bit, and like you can see here, moving head, moving feet. It's not a perfect animation because here at the bra there are some problems, but that should be no problem. I saved her as Fiona hanging, and I try to import this figure into Cinema 4D with the Poser plugin. Plugins, Poser object, open Fiona hanging, and here she is, and I have to create the materials. So he imports all her materials, and I can see here, okay, I can see nothing because Fiona is in the wrong position at the moment. So I go to the top view and I select her here, and I move her back into the right position here, down a bit, and whoop, now she's hanging. Maybe let's have a look here. Okay, I think it's too difficult at the moment to make this right here, so I will make her hanging on the hanging on the stripes below here. So she's hanging there. Let's have a look. Okay, it moves more slowly. Okay, I just did add some keyframes here. That the position will be a bit optimized. So now we can see here, and save. And I want to make a short preview render of our scene here. It will take a while. Okay, there it is. Yeah, doesn't look perfect, but I think it's okay for the moment. And now I want to add some lights to get the right shadows and stuff. I will make a break and show you the result. Okay, yes, now we have the lights a little bit adjusted, but not very much, so it looks a bit crappy, but I think you can understand that. Okay, that's the preview here, and now we can go into the real render, and we go to set from the render from frame 0 to frame 350, and we want to save it as a QuickTime movie, and we want to make it a H.264 with 25 frames per second, and we want to save it into a file, into our folder here, and we will name it final render, first final render maybe, okay, without multipass, bloop, and then we go render our scene. I think that will take some time again. Yes, it will. So I make a break again. But we can see here, like the figure is moving with our bike already. We will see the result later. So, rendering is done, and I see I did a wrong keyframe. So the figure is here, and in the end it's up there. But I think it's okay. We will delete the frames. Bloop. Do it away. Push it away. Open the folder, and we can see here final render. Just have a short preview. We can see, okay, yes, she is hanging there. Okay, and I want to make a little short editing in. Oh, I take Premiere. I don't want to go so much into the details. Make a new project, open, edit that. I want to make a desktop and make 25 frames per second. Edit this, square pixels. Yes, that is perfect. Go here and import our final render. And now we can play around with the video effects. Yes, I will show you. Okay, I just added 3 small effects. I got a gamma corrector, this effect here that makes a border, and I made a reduction of the colors here, so that the figure will not be so much different from the background, so it integrates more. And the last thing is I will export this. Wait, I have to see. Yeah, something like this looks a bit better. So I want to export export this media, and I want to export to YouTube, so I just need what? We need, yes, the smaller resolution. That is perfectly okay without audio, because we didn't have any real audio here. And we save it in the same folder as the name sequence 1. Okay, so we have a 9 megabyte file, and click export. Okay, done. And now here's our file. Okay, looks quite nice. So that's all for now, and we did it and have fun doing it by your own. And instead of the poser object, you can of course add any other 3D object here that you like. And I hope you learned something, and please leave a comment or like this video.